Welcome to the Fighter Country Innovation Podcast, where we break down barriers, challenge the status quo, and push forward with a mindset on continuous improvement. I'm Technical Sergeant Daniel Fournier, your host, bringing you genuine conversations with people making a difference on the flight line, in the office, and everywhere in between. Here at Luke Air Force Base, we're doing things differently. We've combined CI2, that's continuous improvement and innovation, with the spark cell to create Fighter Country Innovation, where big ideas are transformed from whiteboard ideas to real solutions that create impact. Our mission is simple: find, fix, empower. We believe in grassroots efforts that generate undeniable value, because when airmen take ownership of innovation, change isn't just feasible, it's unstoppable. This podcast also focuses on sharing our experiences as your hub for innovation and learning from you, our audience. Your insights and feedback are vital to our continuous improvement and innovation journey. So let's dive in, share ideas, and evolve together. Today, we're diving into an exciting opportunity for all the airmen here at Luke Air Force Base. This is the Unit Innovation Rep Program, or UIR. Joining me today is Master Sergeant David Adcock, who's been instrumental in supporting innovation efforts here at Fighter Country Innovation. Dave, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for the introduction. I appreciate it. Yeah, so for the sake of the podcast, feel free to call me Dave, and then we can go from there.
Let's start with the basics. Dave, can you give us an overview of what the Unit Innovation Rep Program is all about?
Back in the day, we had unit innovation reps, and so they were just individuals that were interested in innovation, right? And so we'd get people in our class. We'd like to ask them if they would like to sign up to be a UIR, and it kind of just went nowhere, right? And so back in the day, we were just kind of ideating, we need to revamp this program. And so we all got to talking, and so we were looking at the lines of doing some deliberate development, right? Return on investment, why individuals need to become UIRs, and how we can get them in the door. So that's actually exactly what we did. We revamped it, rethought it, developed a whole training plan. It'll be pretty much the airmen will get hands-on experience in innovation and process improvement from either 2 to 3 months, 60 to 90 days. It all depends on the commander, right? We want it to be a little flexible at the same time. But participants will engage in innovation coursework, tool familiarization, practical project management alongside with the entire FCI team, right? Fighter Country Innovation. The goal is to equip the airmen with innovation tools that they can take back to their units, enhancing mission effectiveness and problem solving across the wing.
And that is a huge opportunity for airmen looking to make a real impact. More than just learning it, they can apply these skills in the real world scenarios. Would you agree?
Exactly. The UIR program will gain experience with cutting edge tools like 3D printing, coding, automation, process improvement, while also working on actual innovation projects with the FCI team. With that, they get exposure to programs that AFWERX provides, but also with a bigger understanding of what tools that we have on base, right, and what units are that we have, like Det 9, but inside the wire, but not just inside the wire, but outside the wire of the base, right? So understanding the local community, what we have down, our current relationship that we have with Ensign, Southwest MAC, with ASU as well. So to kind of really help drive the Air Force-wide initiatives.
I like that. The UIR program is this is an awesome program. So then, now that we've kind of talked about that, how does someone get involved? What does it take to become a unit innovation rep?
Very, very simple, right? So to be eligible, airmen just need to be at least a 5 level, right? Because we don't want to interrupt their career progression or anything like that. And then obviously not being in upgrade training, right? So obviously either an A1C, senior airman, as long as they hold that 5 level skill, they should be able to apply for this. So more importantly, other than having their 5 skill, they must come in with an open mind and a willingness to embrace new ideas and interest in problem solving. Skills like 3D printing, programming, and teaching experience and all that stuff, it's not a requirement, but it is very highly encouraged. That way it kind of helps ease the transition through the entire training program as is. And then also having that one thing that you really can't teach, right? And I say this time and time again throughout my entire career. The one thing you can teach, you either got it or you don't. And that's initiative. And if you got initiative, we can work with you.
Yeah, that is a solid point right there. So, and you're right. Innovation is more than technology. It's about thinking differently and challenging the norm, challenging the status quo, getting people to think outside the box. And once an airman selected, though, for the UIR program, what does their time in the program look like?
Beautiful. Yeah, great question. So if you do get accepted, and the exception is going to be within the team. It's going to be localized. So we'll figure out who's going to be authorized or who's going to kind of be the lucky winner to spend time and understand innovation here at Luke. During that time, they'll work alongside with us and experienced innovators. They'll split between structural learning, like Greenbelt training, and then also hands-on projects. So at the end of the program, they'll work on a capstone project to solve a real-world problem that we have here at Luke. And if their unit submits a process improvement project, they'll also be able to apply what they've learned during their Greenbelt training in continuous improvement and innovation. And then take that issue, right, whether it be grassroots or a process improvement, take that, work it, and we'll be here to help them along, right? Our biggest thing that we're trying to get here is to get individuals trained, expand our team, get our fingers deep down into the units. And that's what this unit innovation rep, that's its entire course. So
what would you say is the return on investment for the UIR program?
Between the individual, between our team, and then between their squadron leadership, right? So the return on investments for the member is that to learn the coursework and fundamentals of coding, 3D printing, process improvement as a whole, even through Scrum or theory constraints, right? But also to gain the experience while using cutting edge technology, right? And understanding what we got going on. And then for the squadron has a highly qualified individual that can take a project, and whether they want to bring it because they already have established rapport with us, they can bring it up here and we can help them through that. But it's to elevate our airmen to that next level train of thought of thinking of leadership, right? And how do we innovate? And then lastly, for us, for the Fighter Country Innovation Team, you're an expansion of this team. That is our return on investment. So we're not just leaving you out to the wolves to like, cool, we've taught you everything you need to know, go do it. No, we're here through and through. So come back up here and we can help you through anything that you guys got.
Yeah, and that really speaks to the return on investment and how airmen who participate in this, their time here is the benefit goes well beyond what their experience as being a unit innovation rep, what they're able to do with the new information, with the new mindset, and just having that open mind for the process improvement, for innovation. It's something that they take back to their unit. And beyond that, what else would you say is that they take home from their experience here?
Man. So yeah, we can, as you said, we can really go down how many initiatives that are out there from base level all the way up to Air Force level with it MatchCom and stuff like that. But we're really trying to tackle all of it, right? But the first thing that these airmen will learn is very fundamental, which is great outside the box thinking, is they'll get their green belt training program finished, and then we'll assist them in getting their actual certification, which is a huge asset for the Air Force and the career progression and leadership roles, because as you develop into a leader, utilizing those tools that you'll learn in Greenbelt and continuous improvement, that will help drive home the type of leader that you want to be, and to be able to recognize your shortfalls and your time wasted and stuff like that, that our airmen go through day to day. The second skills they'll learn is through project management, critical thinking, exposure to innovation ecosystems. Those are all valuable in your career field. Plus, though, we'll be working on projects within AFWERX, CI2, and the real world innovation, building that network that can open the doors down the road for them, whether they like this community and want to pursue something else, to be a AFWERX fellow. There's all kinds of fellowships that are out there, probably like 6 or 7 in the community itself. But one of the big ones that I really like is Project ARC. If you have a skill set, you can apply those skill sets and submit your own package, and then you can actually go TDY for 6 months to another base to help solve their issue. So introducing them, first getting them in as a UIR, introducing them to our entire innovation ecosystems that we can provide here at Luke, in the wire, outside the wire, and taking that knowledge and then just running with it.
Yeah, and so like with that, you talked about the Greenbelt, and here the Air Force gives people an FCI for those Greenbelt certified, and then that's a special experience identifier, and that's huge. It goes on people's records, and it helps the leadership around the world, the board members, people recognize this person has a special experience that they can bring to the table. That's very unique. But you touched on something that I actually want to bring up real quick, which is when people, they don't know exactly what it is that we do on a day-to-day basis. They don't know the extent of the people that we network with, and when they are a unit innovation rep, they get exposure to the people like the Southwest BAC, the Mission Acceleration Center, working with Arizona State University, and there's a number of things that we sometimes we forget just how networked we are with the local community, and they get that opportunity. They will be exposed to new perceptions and perspectives from the Air Force.
What you said is dead on. I know you mentioned a little bit about getting your SEI and stuff like that. That is something that you can get through the Greenbelt certification process. But yes, that's another thing for return on investment for the members to get those SEI codes. But overall, great question. If you're interested in becoming a UIR, start just by talking to your squadron commander, right? Start to your supervisor, your flight leadership, right? But your squadron commander is going to be the end goal that's going to have to sign the MOU, because he controls all manning, right, inside of his squadron, his or her. But start by talking to them if the squadron commander does approve you, right, you'll need to just complete a small solicitation process before officially joining the program. And that'll be quick. We just need your records. That'll be sent to myself. We'll review records. If we have multiple people that are interested, that'll just kind of help us narrow it down. And and then we'll do an in-person interview. Very simple and very much just like a lot of other things. But for more information, please just reach out to Fighter Country Innovation Team, and then check out our internal resources for details on training schedules and application steps. Awesome.
Well, Dave, thank you for breaking this down for us today. And
of course.
Do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
Yeah, just this. If you're someone who sees problems and wants to fix them, right, the UIR program is for you. It's a chance to make a real impact and grow as leaders and bring innovation back to your unit. So don't wait. Step up and get involved.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Dave. And to our listeners, if you're ready to find, fix, and empower, this is your chance. That's it for today's episode of the Fighter Country Innovation Podcast. Stay innovative, stay proactive, and we'll see you next time.